Hello, this is Scholar Strife doing some math today in Algebra 1. We'll be graphing using intercepts. So let's first talk about the x-intercept. The x-intercept is the x-intercept is the x-coordinate of a point where the graph crosses the x-axis. So our graph here crosses the x-axis at this point here, and we call that point a comma 0. So a is the intercept. So your y coordinate is 0. Intercept. A is the x-intercept. Okay, the y-intercept is where it crosses the y-axis. So we have the y-axis here. That point would be the y-intercept, and we call that b, or 0 comma b, because it's 0 on the x, and then however many units down or up, in this case down. B is the y-intercept. Okay, so how do we find the x and y-intercept given this sort of graph, or this equation? Okay, to find the x-intercept, we're going to substitute y for equal to 0. Substitute y equals 0 into the equation and solve for x. So, y equals 0. So I have 8x minus 2 times y, which is 0, equals 32. So I have 8x minus 0 equals 32. Divide by 8 to both sides to get x equals 4. The y-intercept is 8 times 0. So just like the x-intercept, instead of setting y equals 0, we set x equal to 0. Minus 2y equals 32. So I got 0 minus 2y equals 32. I'm going to divide both sides by negative 2 to get y equals negative 16. And that is my x-intercept and y-intercept. If they asked for coordinates, my y-intercept would be at 0 comma negative 16, and my x-intercept would be at 4 comma 0. Alright, let's do another one. X-intercept, set y equal to 0. So 12 times x minus 4 times 0 equals 36. So 12x equals 36. Since we're multiplying by 12, we divide by 12 to both sides and get x equals 3. So I have 3 comma 0 for my x-intercept, and then my y-intercept set x equal to 0. So 12 times 0 minus 4y equals 36. I'm just going to divide by -4 to both sides and get y equals -9. So this would be 0, comma, -9. Alright. So example 2, graph 3.5x plus 2y equals 14. Label the points where the line crosses the axis. So normally we make a table, but in this case it's in standard form. So remember, standard form is ax plus by equals c. So that's the form that we're in now. And it's easier to use intercepts to graph this. And I'll show you how. So first we're going to find our x-intercept. So set y equal to 0. 3.5x equals 14. Divide by 3.5. And we get x equals 4. So this is at 4, 0. Let's go ahead and plot that. So 1, 2, 3, 4 on the x, and then make a dot. Okay, y-intercept, set x equal to 0. So I have 2y equals 14. Divide by 2. Y equals 7. Or 0, 7. So we make that point. And then all we do is connect the dots. I recommend using a straight edge. And there's my line. So you find your x-intercept, plot a point, find your y-intercept, plot a point, graph. Example 3, identify the x-intercepts and y-intercepts of the graph. So remember, x-intercepts means crosses the x-axis. Cross. And then for the y, so actually let's look for the x-axis. So right here is -1, -2. So x-intercept is at -2, 0. And then our y-intercept crosses the y-axis. So y-intercept is right here, and that's at 0, 2. All right, here we go. Label the points where the line crosses the axis. Okay. Okay, here we go. X-intercept. Oh, I guess we'll do the y-intercept first, since I'm in green. So we set x equal to 0. So 2 times 0 is 0, so we're left with negative 7y equals 14. Divide by negative 7 to both sides, and we got y equals negative 2. So that would be 0, comma, negative 2. Okay. And if I want to label this 0, comma, negative 2. X-intercept, set y equal to 0. So I have 2 times x minus 7 times 0, which is 0, equals 14, divided by 2, x equals 7. So I have 7, comma, 0, which is all the way over here. Connect the dots. Don't forget your arrowhead. Don't forget to label. And that's it. Alright, identify the x and y intercepts of the graph. So once again, x-intercept crosses x-axis. So that's down here. So that is 1, comma, 0. And then y-intercept right here. Y-axis, where it crosses the y-axis. And that'll be 1, 2, 3. So 0, comma, 3. And that is all. Have a good day.